like this: Quinn, Fleet,
Okay.
leading, and then I would put the running back's name down. And even though I put his stats right next to it, I would just kind of flow from one to the next, and then the names kept bringing up what I got to say. You know what I mean?
No, that's a perfect way to do it. That's
Yeah.
why
And
we
then you just go to and then Windsor defense, do the same thing with the names, and then Bristol Central offense, same with the names. Bristol Central defense, same with the names. Like that. All right. We got 15 minutes. We got plenty of time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it's.
All right. You know what? While you're doing that, I'm going to read through a few more things so I can. You ready for them? Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups? Like the game you're enjoying right here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're watching here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up to Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to the great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter, and you can access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. Brian, I'm going to drive you crazy because I'm probably going to read these 20 more times.
Now, are we reading those after every score?
Yeah, I got to read them at least once during the game, each one of them. So probably I think there's going to be a lot of scoring here tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. Stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com post-game show where we will select our player of the game.
Bunch of water?
Absolutely. As well as wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com. Yeah.
Still got it. Still got
it. All right, now let's see. Okay, am I going to be able to see? I got to get my rosters out and start memorizing some names here. You know what? I forgot where I wrote down the officials' names. Oh, I wrote them on one of these pieces of paper in here. Here we go. I'm going to go get the officials' name, Lauren. You can throw them in anytime you want during the broadcast.
I'm ready.
Oh, no, I don't think it has that.
I used to do Thanksgiving Day games with Jack O'Brien years ago.
Oh, really?
Wow. We always used to do Hartford Public.
Oh, wow.
Young official.
Now, Brian, how long have you been with Play On, bud?
I actually just started about 2 weeks ago. I just graduated from By CIAC last May, and now
Alright.
I'm doing grad school there, so
There you
just
go.
moved down to New Haven.
All right.
So it's nice because I'm originally from Massachusetts. So.
All right, okay. I actually went to school, University of New Haven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's right down the road.
Yeah.
Big rivalry. Baseball.
Oh yeah. All the game last week too. They had an impressive marching band. I guess maybe my high school just had a terrible marching band. So.
I never even saw these guys. I don't know where they came from.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
I just wrote something up for you. You don't have to say it all. I just figured, I'm too much of a sample. Thank you.
That's the requirement for media, isn't it? You're gonna be a salesman.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
What channel you guys air on?
It's on the internet, playonsports.com.
Okay. Check it out.
What's it cost to replay?
You know, I think you get free replays, and you have to buy it if you want to like copy it. Gotcha. Yeah. So I don't think it's much either. I think it's, yeah.
Now, is the Plans affiliated through YouTube too? Was there is
Yes.
Yeah, that's where they broadcast it live.
Okay, I got you.
So like everything that we do in here, you can watch live on YouTube.
I got you. Because I was trying to listen to you last weekend, and
Yeah.
I was trying to find you on the
Yeah.
the sporting news, and then
didn't get on
finally
the air
came
last
through
weekend
the.
until the beginning of the second quarter.
Oh,
There was there was a car accident on Route 8 below 84, and the director was. Have you met Rihanna?
Rihanna? No, I haven't met Rihanna. Yeah.
She's your age too, buddy.
Oh, really?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, I know.
Rihanna is easy on the eyes. She got stuck in traffic until 5 minutes to 7 before she pulled in.
Oh, okay.
And the camera guy was behind her. He didn't get back. He didn't get there for like 15 more minutes. So we had to set everything up at 5 to 7. We didn't bother going out until the beginning of the second quarter.
I see. Yeah, that's right. Don did tell me that.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. And the guy I was working with.
John Christie or
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's your friend of yours.
no, I did like the practice game with him, and yeah.
Sorry. I don't know. Am I saying that out loud right now?
I said it was a
I,
thing.
I wonder if they realize that because of the freezing process, I have no inner monologue. All right, I gave you the. They can't hear us, can they? If
Well,
technic-
not right now, but like once I click go on air.
All right, so you're gonna.
do in like 3 minutes.
All right, good.
So just let it
All right, so right now we can talk to each other, and that's not going out. Okay. All right, so we know that Raheem Moore is one of the favorite receivers.
Okay, one
Right.
of the favorite
Yep.
targets.
Yep. We know that Chris Trayor is the linebacker that had such a great day.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a little D next to him. Terrell Huff is D and O. Quinn Fleeting, QB. Let's see. What else do we have here? Do you remember some of the other names?
Right. Junior running back Jalen Berry.
Jalen Berry, where is he? What number is he?
25.
25. Running back, Jalen Berry. Okay, and who's the other linebacker? Brendan Gale.
Yeah, Brendan
Right,
Gale.
Put a D next to
Number
Brendan
20.
Gale. And then we're going to try and get some of the offensive line. You know what? That's a good one for you to do, Lauren. On a play, if they run to the right, see if you can pick up a number real quick and you can toss out, running behind Isaiah Swift, the sophomore offensive lineman. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So we can pick that up. And on the other side, we got like 5 or 6. Those are the key players, and we'll pick them more up as we go. On the other side, we've got a receiver is Keon Walton. He is a favorite target, and we've got where's Laviero? Oh, there he is, number 4. Let me put a note next to him. QB is Andrew Lavero. Andrew Lavero, right. Tyler Burrow is the running back there. He was the one that had the big day. Ronnie St. Dennis, their kicker, and also special teams, going to hear a lot of him. Their inside linebackers are Christian Hildebrand and Kevin Boy. And we got left guard, right tackle. We'll pick up the left tackle as we go. Do you see any names you're going to have any troubles with? Or
No, I'm not.
I don't think so either.
I'll just pretend I know.
Yeah, it's all right. Tyreek Culver. We're not going to call him Woods Culver. It's going to be Tyreek Culver. All right, we got 6 more minutes. You want to do one more quick run through, and we'll.
Yeah, why don't we?
This is a dress rehearsal, all right? So this is what's going to.
I'm gonna go in here, so I'm just gonna shut you guys off.
Okay,
And you can just,
we'll do it. Yep, we'll do it together. Let's take. Hello and welcome to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. It's the PlayOnSports.com pregame show live from the Jack O'Brien Stadium in beautiful Windsor, Connecticut. I'm Leo Bowler alongside my partner, Lauren Falvo.
Good evening, Leo.
Hello, Lauren. You are on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Bristol Central Rams against the host Windsor Warriors. The Bristol Central comes in at 1-0, and the Windsor Warriors also with the same record at 1-0. And the Windsor Warriors, Lauren, coming off a big victory over Wethersfield. 42 points put up on the board last Friday in their opening game, and that's quite a powerhouse offense to deal with.
Powerhouse it is, Leo. The Warriors bring an explosive offense to the field, led by senior quarterback Quinn Fleeting. 355 total yards last week, 125 on the ground, 2 rushing touchdowns, 230 yards through the air. Then bringing junior running back Jalen Berry, 3 carries, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns.
That's impressive showing. And defensively, they hung a 0 on a pretty good team in Wethersfield, Connecticut. And who leads them on the defensive side of the ball, Lauren?
You bet. Defensive side is anchored by senior linebacking core Chris Trayor and Brendan Gale. 14 total tackles for Trayor last weekend, 8 solo. 11 total tackles for Gale, 8 solo. Then we've got defensive back Terrell Huff, who's also leading receiver for the Warriors. 5 receptions, 79 yards last week. 8 tackles on the defensive side of the ball.
Impressive, and they spread it out. They got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Now, Bristol Central, they come in 1-0 as well, and they hung a 0 on Bulkley with their 29-0 victory in their opening game. And offensively, again, a lot of points put up on the board by that team.
You bet. The offense is anchored by 3-year starter Andrew Lavero. Only 3 for 5 last week, 26 yards, but the offense came from senior running back Tyler Burrows, 183 yards, Leo, 3 touchdowns.
And they are also pretty impressive defensively against Buckley. They did not allow Buckley into the end zone either.
They didn't. Tough defense. Buckley had a limited offense last week, and they were at a difficult time moving the ball.
Well, we are here at the home opener for the Windsor Warriors. We're going to step aside for a short time while we get ready for the national anthem and get ready for kickoff. So that's going to do it for tonight's pregame show on PlayOnSports.com. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a few minutes. Friday Night Football begins next on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Welcome back to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. Coming to you live from Jack O'Brien Stadium here in Windsor, Connecticut. I'm Leo Bowler alongside Lauren Falvo on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the 1-0 Bristol Central Rams visiting the 1-0 Windsor Warriors. Now, the Bristol Central Rams, Lauren, they won the opening toss and they elected to receive, so we're going to get to see that offense that put up 29 last week against Bulkley.
You bet, Leo. Again, 3-year starter Andrew Lavero captains the helm. Senior running back Tyler Burrows, big week last week, 183 yards, 3 touchdowns. Warriors better be on their toes tonight.
Going deep for the Rams is going to be Keon Walton. He's wearing number 5. He's on the far side of the field. And wearing jersey number 23, Tyler Burrows, coming off a good game from last week. They're going to be receiving the opening kick from Windsor Warriors' Chris Trayor, who had a big game on the defensive side of the ball last week in their 42-0 victory over Wethersfield. So we are getting ready to get underway with the home opener here for the Windsor Warriors. And the whistle has blown, and here we go. The kickoff is off. We've got a flag down. It's caught by the second line. Picked up there by Ronnie St. Denis. St. Denis gets some running room. The ball gets loose. Windsor picks it up. That ball's turned over, and the fumble is covered by Sherrod Pay, excuse me. The only thing is the flag is down at the line of the kick. So this is going to come back, and Windsor will re-kick it from the 35-yard line. An offside call against the Windsor Warriors.
Unfortunate call, but game starting off with a bang. A lot of excitement tonight, Leo.
Absolutely, and the referee is Bob Facey tonight. He's getting the information from his linesman, and he's going to tell us what the call is. Pretty sure it's going to be an offside, illegal procedure. It's going to be the call here. We'll see. They move the ball back to the 35. They're going to have to re-kick. So the Windsor Warriors, Chris Trayor is going to kick off again, and you know, you're right, Lauren. There was a lot of excitement on that play. The ball came to the second line. A big pop, popped the ball right out of the hands of Ronnie St. Denis, and it was picked up by Sherrod Pay, but all to no avail. Windsor's going to kick again and going to get an opportunity to try it one more time.
That's right. We'll start it over.
So the kick's going to move back to the 35. Same two young men back for the Rams is Keon Walton along with Tyler Burrow. Burrow coming off a big game last week, as we mentioned just a moment ago, against the team from Bulkley. That team's in Hartford, Connecticut. This is the home opener for the Windsor Warriors. Once again, Chris Trayor getting ready to kick off, the senior running back and linebacker. And it's an end-over-end kick, comes down at the 25-yard line. Off to the left side comes Keon Walton. He dodges a couple of tacklers, but then he runs into a host of Windsor Warriors. Tackle led there by Lou Pinnock. Pinnock dropped Walton at about the, looks like around the 31-yard line. We'll see where it gets set up. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bristol Central Rams. So the Bristol Central Rams are going to set up in their spread offense, but they will mix up the sets. We had a little conversation with the coaching staff earlier. They said they'll run the spread, but they'll come out in a mixed set. Here they come out in a wishbone formation. So right away they mix it up, and the ball goes to the up back, trying to try the middle of that Windsor line. No avail there. Met by the center of the defense. No gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Rams.
That's a big defensive line on the Windsor defensive side of the ball.
There's experience on the Bristol Central side of the football, but you know, you're right. They're handling a lot of size there in front of them. They look like they're outsized on that line. Again in the wishbone formation. Double tight end. It's going to be the option to the left side. There's the pitch to the outside, trying to turn the corner. It looks like Tyler Burrows does turn the corner. He gets about 3 on the play. We'll see where the final spot's going to be. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Rams, and a nice job there by Jarrett Michaels, who's running the show now at quarterback. And here comes the quarterback that we were expecting coming into the game, Andrew Lavero. So they tried out the wishbone formation first, Lauren. That might be their running quarterback.
Sure looks like it. Impressive was number 72, Big Baldwin Charles, moving on that play, coming across.
Nice job chasing that play to the outside. It's 3rd down and a long 7 for the Rams, and they go into that spread formation with a trip set to the near side. In motion goes Ronnie St. Denis. Back to pass goes Lavero, and he's being chased in the pocket, and he's going to get dropped in the backfield for a big loss. That's Cole Ormsby back there to make the stop, and really no chance to get that pass off. The Windsor defensive line just really flying towards the quarterback.
Nowhere to go for Lavero, and again, big number 72, Baldwin Charles, in on that play as well.
So we got a 4th down and about 21 for the Rams, and they're going to kick this ball away, I'm sure. Going back for the Windsor Warriors is Raheem Moore. Moore is one of the favorite targets of quarterback Quinn Fleeting, and we'll see that spread offense from Windsor right after this kick comes off the foot of Andrew Lavero. Always dangerous when your quarterback is your punter as well. Danger of a fake, but I think with 4th and 21, we probably will not see that right now. Lavero gets the snap off the ground. It's a spiral kick, bounces at about the 43-yard line, takes a little bit of a Bristol Central roll, ends up coming to rest around the 45-yard line. So the Windsor Warriors going to start out in Bristol Central territory with the ball 1st and 10 at the Bristol Central 45.
And here to the field is that explosive offense we were talking about earlier, Leo, led by senior quarterback Quinn Fleeting and junior running back Jalen Berry. Dual threats on both ends there.
They're going to have a twin set to the near side, one single wide out to the right. Shotgun formation, Fleeting in the backfield. He's got, standing beside him there, he's got Jalen Berry, and it's going to be right up the middle. Big play, and it's going to be a touchdown right off the bat. Handoff goes to Tyreek Culver. Tyreek Woods Culver with a 45-yard touchdown the first time he touches the football. 9:07 remaining here in the first quarter, and Windsor strikes first blood. A 45-yard touchdown run by Tyreek Woods Culver. And I think we're going to see a lot of offense from this team. We'll see if Bristol Central can stop this extra point. The kick is going to be made by the kicker, Chris Trayor. The snap is good. The kick is up, and it splits the upright. 7-0 the score. Windsor Warriors on top. 9:07 remaining. Tyreek Woods Culver puts the Warriors on top 7-0. The kickoff was going to come from Windsor going left to right on your screen, and it reminds me, do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Well, Lauren, that was an impressive run by Tyreek Woods Culver.
It sure was. Warriors picking right up where they left off last week, Leo. Just don't know where the ball's going to come from. You've got quarterback, 2 running backs. It's just an impressive offense all around.
And Chris Trayor puts the extra point up through the uprights and then makes it 7-0 Windsor. And here we go. We're getting ready to get underway here for the second kick of the game for Windsor. And it is 9:07 remaining here, and there's the kick. It's a short one. It's going to be taken by Keon Walton. Keon Walton takes the ball around the near side. He runs out of bounds in front of the Windsor bench. He gets out to about the 36-yard line. We'll see where they spot the ball. Maybe back at the 31. He just got carried forward a little bit for 5 yards there. And 1st and 10 now for the Bristol Central Rams with 8:57 remaining here in the first quarter. Bristol Central trailing 7-0. So this offense, Andrew Lavero is running now. I think they're going to need to get their running game underway with Warren. They're going to have to go to Tyler Burrow and see if they can maybe get a long sustained drive, take some of this momentum away from Windsor.
You bet. Bristol's offensive line is anchored by 2 3-year starters, Martin McNiff and Cy McIntosh on the right side, tackle and guard respectively. And they need to start running the ball behind those 2 big fellas, Lee.
Keon Walton tries to go around the right side, but Windsor will have none of that. A lot of penetration on the left side of that defensive line. Walton's going to be dropped for about a 3-yard loss. And it looked to me like Bristol Central had 2 guys moving at the snap of the ball, but no call on the play, so it's going to be 2nd down and 12 for the Bristol Central Rams. Keon Walton with the carry there, and again, I think the key to this game, as we spoke to the Bristol Central coaching staff, was to try to keep the ball in the hands of their offense and keep this high-powered offense from the Windsor Warriors off the field. Now, there's a timeout on the field, and the score is still 7-0 with 8:22 remaining here in the first quarter. And Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school sports action every week from your destination on high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. So Bristol Central, Lauren, taking an early timeout here, and I think it was a wise timeout. They need to get this offense on track, and it's a tough defense to get it going against.
I agree with you. They've got to take a breath, pause, step back, and try and get the offense out of the gate here, Lee.
So they're going to go back into the spread offense. They've got a twin set here to the near side. Tight end on the right. I formation behind the quarterback, Andrew Livero. Livero's going to hand it to the deep back. Up the middle goes Keon Walton. Walton gets back to about the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 12 for the Bristol Central Rams. Clock running here, coming up on the 8-minute mark, and this defense looks very impressive, Lauren.
They definitely do. It is just an impressive defensive line there. There's a big group up front, and Bristol's going to have a difficult time running against these guys tonight.
And the 3 linebackers last week, 24 solo tackles accounted for between the 2 linebackers and a defensive back, 25 total tackles between just the 2 linebackers alone. So the Bristol Central offensive line is going to have to get second level and try and block those linebackers, but it's going to be a difficult task. I formation behind Livero. Motion man is Walton coming towards us. Handoff is going to be fake to Burrows, and Livero is going to be dropped for another big loss. There's a flag down on the play ahead of the ball. Flag is dropped by the linesman. Might be a hold, but the loss is about 12. We'll see what the call is and see if this is going to benefit the Rams or the flag's going to get waved off. So the flag is being waved off, and the sack will stand. So the second sack of the game now for the Windsor Warriors.
Number 50, Ormsby Cole, was all over Livero. He had no place to go, Leo. Nobody open downfield.
And Ormsby Cole, Lauren, was one of the young men that we spoke about with Coach Rob Fleeting before the game. He had nothing but good things to say about Cole Ormsby and his athletic ability.
Impressive.
Bristol Central, Lauren, the alma mater of New England Patriots tight end Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez, unfortunately injured in the first quarter last week.
Absolutely. So back in the kick again, quarterback Andrew Livero, the punter for the Rams, and deep again is Raheem Moore for the Windsor Warriors. Long snap count here, and it's a good snap to the quarterback, and the punter gets the kick out to the 46-yard line. It's handled by Moore along the left side. He's across the 30, down inside the 25, down to about the 20-yard line. And a big tackle there on the outside. A nice job there by the Bristol Central Rams to stop Moore from getting into the end zone, but not before he rips off a 25-yard return, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at around the 20-yard line. I'll make that the 14, so it's a 30-yard run back.
Fortunately for the Rams, Cy McIntosh was there to bring down Moore. He would have been off the races with that one.
I think he had some running room on the inside. I agree with you there, Lauren. We've got a spread set, twins to the right. Single setback gets the handoff up the middle, and trying to pull a tackler with him is Tyreek Woods-Culver. He dragged the Bristol Central tackler about 3 yards and ends up with a 2nd down and 3 situation. 7-yard gain for Woods-Culver. Okay, again, into the end zone go the Windsor Warriors. And that's going to be, it is Terrell Huff, who we talked about earlier in the game, getting into the end zone and making the score 13-0. The Windsor Warriors on top of the Bristol Central Rams. 5:43 is the time, and into kick is Chris Trayor.
Huff, the favorite target of quarterback Quinn Fleeting there, and impressive for the first throw of the evening.
And the kick is up. Let's see what it is. It is good. It splits the upright, so the extra point is good by Chris Trayor. A 14-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Quinn Fleeting to Terrell Huff puts the Windsor Warriors up 14-0 with 5:43 remaining here in the first quarter. So, time is really seems to be moving very slowly here for the Bristol Central Rams when Windsor has such a powerful offense and they see all of this yardage being gained. I think they need to flip the field a little bit, Lauren. Get the ball down to the other end. Maybe a little bit of confidence will come into this Bristol Central offense.
They need something to generate some confidence, Leo. It's going to be a long night if things don't turn around for the Bristol defense here.
So Quinn Fleeting's first pass is a touchdown, a 14-yard touchdown pass. And the Warriors will be kicking off again. Okay, I've just been handed another roster. That was the problem before when you heard that silence. I realized that the roster we were provided was not the proper roster, so now we have been corrected and we have it. So the ball into the hands of Bristol Central's deep back, and that's a great run back there by Tyler Burrow. Tyler Burrow across the 50, across the 30, down inside the 25, inside the 20, and that's just what the doctor ordered for the Bristol Central Rams. A touchdown on the return. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Tyler Burrow with a 65-yard touchdown on the kick return. And that's about 19 seconds came off the clock, and Bristol Central is on the board.
As we were talking about after the last Windsor score, Leo, that's the type of play Bristol needs to get some confidence back, generate some offense. Impressive run back.
65-yard kickoff return for a touchdown for Tyler Burrow. Makes the score 14-6 right now. Windsor on top. And a little confusion on the field for Bristol Central. They get the tee in, and now they're getting ready to kick this extra point. In to kick the extra point for Bristol Central is, let's see, got a number there. That's going to be Ronnie St. Dennis, one of the stars of the special teams here. It was tipped, but it goes through the uprights and is good. So the extra point is good by St. Dennis, and it is now 14-7. Lead cut in half now for the Bristol Central Rams. And like you said, Lauren, that should give them some momentum, exactly what they needed.
Yeah, the Rams need to get that ball into the hands of Tyler Burrows more often. He's an explosive player, explosive kid. As we said last week, 3 touchdowns, Lee, 183 yards.
So now we're going to see Ronnie St. Dennis, I assume, kick off for the Bristol Central Rams. And hopefully, as for the Bristol Central Rams, they can get a flip of the field and maybe pin Windsor down a little deeper, give them a little bit more field to have to cover to get to the end zone. But this is a very explosive offense. So many weapons, Lauren.
So many. It's just difficult to know where it's going to come from. Between quarterback Quinn Fleeting, not only can he throw it, he can run the ball. Tyler Burrows on the Bristol side, it's tough. I mean, he seems to be the only offense going right now.
So the Bristol Central Rams will be kicking off and going deep for the Windsor Warriors. Raheem Moore will be joined on the back line by Sherrod Pay. A little further up from them is going to be Matthew Walthall is going to be on that second line just in front of Raheem Moore. Bristol Central in the huddle getting ready for the kickoff. They get the ready whistle from the referee, and Ronnie St. Dennis getting ready to kick off here. 14-7 the score. The Windsor Warriors on top. Both of these teams 1-0, each with shutouts last week. The kick is a line drive kick. Raheem Moore goes back to grab it about the 28-yard line. He's along the near side, inside the marks. He's got some running room, and we're going to see a repeat of the last play we just saw. A touchdown run on the kick return, and now it's 20-7 for the Windsor Warriors. Raheem Moore with a 72-yard kickoff return. 5 minutes and 11 seconds. Then there's a penalty on the play. It's a personal foul call against Windsor. And let's see where this is going to happen. I don't know exactly what happened, but I believe something happened on the near sidelines here. Let's see where the flag is, and we'll see where the ball's going to come back to. It's a personal foul, block in the back against the Windsor Warriors. So that's going to be called back. Raheem Moore just really turned the jets on, Lauren. He can fly.
Yeah, it was that was a complete another gear, but deja vu all over again, Leo.
Absolutely.
I mean, how many times are we going to see that this evening?
So the ball's going to come back out to the, see where they're going to place the ball. It's going to be, I think, at about the 43-yard line. That's where it's going to be. The 43-yard line is where the Windsor Warriors will take over 1st and 10. They lead 14-7 with 5:11 left here in the first quarter. Once again, it is Quinn Fleeting in the backfield. To his left is Jalen Berry. Berry wearing 27. I think we've been calling him a different name because we had the wrong numbers. And a nice spiral pass by Quinn Fleeting down the left sidelines, intended for Tyneek Woods-Culver, who was getting credit for those runs earlier in the game. I apologize for that. But right in and out of the hands. He was outstretched. Would have been a tough catch, but a beautiful, tight spiral.
Tough catch. Impressive throw. Impressive throw. What can you say?
We've got no huddle offense here with Jalen Berry to the left, and rolling to his left is Quinn Fleeting. There's his pass is complete and out of bounds. With the catch is Rashad Ramsey. Ramsey gets the first down. It's about a 12-yard gain, 1st and 10 for the Warriors. And Fleeting, again, just showing that he's got it all, Lauren. He's got all the tools. He can run, running to his left. Very difficult throw for a right-handed quarterback.
He looks very comfortable back there tonight, Leo.
Rolling to his right this time. He's going to look downfield, and he's going to throw underneath the coverage. Nice pass there, completed to Courtney Rush. Rush was covered tightly on the play by Ronnie St. Dennis, but Quinn Fleeting able to get that ball in there for another first down, and the ball goes down to about the 13-yard line, 1st and 10 Warriors.
And you've got to tip your hat to the offensive line of Windsor. There's just no pressure on quarterback Quinn Fleeting tonight, Lee.
Fleeting in the shotgun formation. Berry rolls out of the backfield to the right. Fleeting to his right. He's looking downfield. He's going to tuck it and run. He's inside the 5. He is into the end zone. Touchdown. A 13-yard run on a great decision by Quinn Fleeting to tuck the ball under the arm and scamper the 13 yards into the end zone. So 4 minutes, 33 seconds left in the first quarter. And Windsor on top. 20-7, 27 points scored in about 7.5 minutes, Lawrence.
Impressive play. He was shown complete patience back there, Leo. Didn't force the throw, saw he had an opening and took it, tucked the ball, another score.
And the kick is a line drive kick, and this one misses. So the score will remain 20-6. With 4 minutes, 33 seconds left in the first quarter. 20-7 the score.
4:33 to the left in the first quarter.
And Windsor on top, showing that powerful offense. Now, Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. Now, Lauren, you got to wonder, are we going to see one going the other way now? Bristol Central really needs to get some good field position here and work their way down the field, maybe keep that powerful Windsor offense on the sidelines.
Bristol can only hope. They can only hope to turn another one up the field with it.
This Windsor team, very difficult to handle in the trenches. They've done a good job defensively. It's been very difficult for Bristol Central to move the football against this tough defense. Ready to kick off again will be a Chris Trayor, and Trayor is an end-over-end kick. going to the back line to Walton. Walton takes it down the right side, scampers up the middle. He's got some running room. He's going to get across the 50, down all the way to the 39-yard line of the Windsor Warriors. A nice run back by Keon Walton. And just so impressive.
I mean, punch, counter punch, Leo. Thank goodness for Bristol special teams tonight.
Absolutely. 4:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Bristol Central with some good field position to start this drive all the way to the 41-yard line of the Windsor Warriors. And the Warriors, you know, as you mentioned, Lauren, that Windsor Warriors line, you can see just how big they are to the man right across that front line.
Yeah, you've got number 50, Ormsby Cole, senior, 6'4", 254 pounds. Oof. Benjamin Keith, 6'3", 235. Just a big core of kids over there, Leo.
And the Bristol Central Rams are going to take a timeout here, and they're going to talk about this. That's the second timeout here of the first half. They still have another remaining. And PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. And this is a very impressive schedule that Play On Sports has, Lauren. This Friday night game of the week, and it's new here to Connecticut, and it's going to be big. I think it's going to bring a lot of people and get their interest piqued in high school sports.
Without question, this is not going to take long for this to catch on. It's just exciting all the way around.
So the Bristol Central Rams are going to come out in a wishbone formation and change quarterbacks again. There is no running room up the middle. The nose guard could have taken the handoff. There's so much pressure. And the ball was carried by, it looks like Ronnie St. Dennis, I believe, had the football, and he's going to lose about 4 yards on the play. Did not even get back to the line of scrimmage. Nice play made in the middle again by the big Ormsby Cole. He got some help in there from Austin Harris. And Austin Harris also 6'2", 315. So the quarterback now is Jarrett Michaels for the Bristol Central Rams. And Michaels going to fake the handoff inside. He's going to tuck it under his left arm and try to turn the corner. Ball gets loose, and it's still loose. It's rolling back and recovered by Bristol Central all the way down to the 36-yard line. But Jarrett Michaels got popped in the backfield. Now it's a triple option that he's trying to run. Puts the ball in the belly of the fullback, trying to read the defensive end. If the defensive end comes up, he gives the ball to the fullback. If the defensive end attacks the fullback, quarterback has the option to tuck it under and turn the corner or pitch it to the man trailing. And at that time, Jarrett Michaels tried to tuck it under his left arm and turn the corner, and he took a big pop. Ball got loose, but to the benefit of the Rams, ball rolls all the way out to the 35-yard line. It's going to be third down and a long 4 for the Rams. 2 men in motion, but they're going to get settled again. And it's Michaels with the ball. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking to throw. He releases the football. It's underthrown, skipping off the turf. That's an incomplete pass, and there was nice coverage on the play by Terrell Huff.
Yeah, it was impressive. First tackle we've seen linebacker Chris Trayor in on. I think he took a little bit of his frustration on that missed extra point out on the Bristol offense there, Lee.
Fourth down and about 4. We'll see if the Bristol Central Rams decide to go for it. Hard to tell now because Andrew Lavero comes into the game. He's also the starting quarterback, so they can punt the ball away here, or they can try to run an offensive play. So Windsor doesn't make a lot of wholesale changes on the punt return because they really don't know in a situation like this. Good field position for a fake punt. But there's not even going to be a formation for the punt. Lavero will step under center. 2 backs in the backfield. Tight end to his left. He's going to hand the ball off in the backfield, and that's a nice job there by Tyler Burrow. He turns the corner, and he gets the first down. Ball is loose again, and it's going to be recovered by the Windsor Warriors. So Tyler Burrows turns the corner, gets about 10 yards, but turns the ball over, and the Windsor Warriors will take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line of the Warriors.
And number 4, Terrell Huff coming up with the fumble on that ball. And now we're going to see him on the offensive side of things, Lee.
Definitely a two-way star here for the Windsor Warriors, and that's a tough break for the Rams. A nice run there by Tyler Burrow, and another big hit. This Windsor team, whether you're the defensive back or the linebacker or the defensive line, big hitting team. It's Quinn Fleeting, rushed out of the pocket, going to catch an under receiver. Nice pass there for Rashad Ramsey. Ramsey's got a lot of room to run. He's inside the 20. He's inside the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, and that one's going to go a long way. That's going to be, let's see, from the 26-yard line, a 74-yard, touchdown pass for Quinn Fleeting.
The only chance of Rashad Ramsey being stopped was by the back line, Judge Leo. There wasn't a defender around him.
What a great play by Fleeting to be patient. He got flushed out of the pocket, and he saw Rashad Ramsey underneath the defense hit the receiver, and Ramsey a lot of yards after the catch there for the 74-yard touchdown pass. And it is 26-7, and a two-point conversion attempt by Windsor is going to be good. The handoff went to the right side, and it was Raheem Moore with the carry, and the extra point is good. So Rashid Moore with the extra point, two-point conversion. And Raheem Moore makes it 28-7. The Windsor Warriors on top.
I'm not quite sure who's being punished more, the Bristol defense or the cheerleading crew of Windsor. They're doing 10 push-ups for every touchdown scored tonight, Leo.
Oh my goodness, they're going to be busy tonight. 28-7 the score. 2:25 remaining here in the first quarter. 35 points scored in less than 10 minutes. And we got a good crew here with us tonight, Lauren. We got Brian Byrne working the board, directing us tonight. And Phil Anderson up top with the camera, doing some fine work with that camera. And I'm Leo Bowler. My partner here is Lauren Falvo. And this is the opening night for the Windsor Warriors. And it's a very happy opening night so far.
Beautiful night for New England football, or any football for that matter. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than this.
Absolutely right. A beautiful setting here at the Windsor High School Jack O'Brien Stadium. 28-7 the score. The Windsor Warriors on top. And Chris Traor will be kicking off once again. The dangerous return man Tyler Burrow, along with Keon Walton, who's also had some good returns, back there to receive the kick. And we'll see if Chris Traor decides to kick deep, and he does. It's going to come to Walton. Keon Walton at about the 20-yard line, goes off the right side. He's outside the hash marks, and he's going to be tackled at about the 32-yard line.
What Bristol can take as a positive out of tonight is running back Tyler Burrows. They need to get the ball in his hands more often, Leo. That's just all there is to it.
I would agree with that statement. And, the defensive line has been a tough handle for the Rams of Bristol Central, but I think Windsor's going to be a tough team for any team to handle this year. They seem like a very talented football team, has an opportunity to do quite well. Ranked number 11, I believe, in the state of Connecticut. Is that correct, Warren?
I believe you are right, Leo.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams at about the 32-yard line. 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Back into the game is Lavero, I believe, at quarterback, and is a twin set behind him, wide receiver to the right. He's going to fake the handoff and try a counter trap. And that's going to be Burrows, who ends up with the football, but penetration again. This time it is Chris Traor from his linebacking position. And Traor comes up hard and drops Burrows for a loss of about 3. 2nd down and 13.
I'd have to say that Chris Traor is probably the biggest place kicker we're going to see all year, Lee.
I think you're probably right. Chris Traor, 5'10", 200 pounds. You don't see a lot of big place kickers like that that play inside linebacker as well. Again, it's going to be Lavero under center, single setback. He's going to go back to pass. Quick pass over the middle. It's complete into the hands of Keon Walton. Walton gets some running room. He gets out close to 1st down yardage. The clock is stopped as Walton was pushed out of bounds. And it's going to be 3rd down and a short distance for the Rams. Looks like about a yard and a half. Minute 31 remaining here in the first quarter. And the Rams with the first completion to Keon Walton. And Walton got some little bit of running room. Turned that into a short 3rd down conversion situation here for the Rams.
That might be the approach that Bristol needs to take, Leo. I mean, this little Deacon dunk underneath, drop the ball off, and chip it away.
You know, it may give the quarterback not only the quick release, but it's going to make the defense respect that little short pass and maybe stop the linebackers from coming. And there goes Traore into the gap, and he's going to immediately rush, and it's a draw play up the middle to Burrows. Burrows doesn't have much running room, gets back to about the line of scrimmage, may have lost about a half a yard, and it's going to bring up a 4th down in a tough situation here for the Bristol Central Rams. A tough decision to make here. 4th and short. Do you go for it and give Windsor the short field, or do you kick it away and make them go a long distance?
It's a tough call either way. We're still in the 4th quarter, but there's a whole bunch of points on the board for the Windsor side of the field, and Bristol just needs to stay with it, try and generate some offense, keep it going.
28-7 the score. Under a minute left here in the first quarter, down to 50 seconds. And it's going to be Livero under center, and there's a penalty on the play. That's going to be a delay of game call against the Bristol Central Rams. That's going to make it 4th down and about 6.5, 7 yards. So that may have made up the mind of Coach Cinturino to kick the ball away. Sal Cinturino, the head coach of the Rams of Bristol Central, and Rob Fleeting, the head coach of the Windsor Warriors. Switching teams now into the game comes the punting team for the Rams and the kick return team for the Warriors, and it's going to be once again Raheem Moore deep for the Windsor Warriors and Livero in punt formation. In motion across the field for the Bristol Central Rams is DeAndre Conaway. Snaps a little high, fielded by Livero. He gets the kick off. It's a wobbly kick coming down about the 35. Moore cuts to the right side. He's turning up the outside. He gets a block in front, cuts back up the middle across midfield to the 45. Cuts back and brought down about the 43-yard line. Nice play there by Bristol Central to cover. Nice block out in front by Terrell Huff. That's a name that we're going to call, I think, on all the teams that are out on the field here. Offense, defense, special teams as well.
I believe so. First time we've seen Cy McIntosh get involved here. Raheem Moore ran straight into McIntosh, who was able to stop the forward motion.
McIntosh, a senior defensive lineman for the Bristol Central Rams. And we are all done with the first quarter, and we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with all the second quarter action here on PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at
.3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time.
Welcome back here to Jack O'Brien Stadium at Windsor High School in Windsor, Connecticut. Start of the second quarter, it's 28-7, the Windsor Warriors on top of the Bristol Central Rams. Back to pass is Quinn Fleeting, rolling to his left. He's flush from the pocket, tucks it under, will run out of bounds at around the 38, 39-yard line. Let's see where the spot is. It's going to be right at the 40. Gain of about 3. Very good pursuit there by the Bristol Central Rams to keep Quinn Fleeting from turning the corner and getting downfield.
You bet. Moore had 2 steps on his covering back, and tip your hat to Bristol Central right there. Fleeting just couldn't turn his body for the throw.
So Fleeting in this shotgun formation again, rolls to the right. He's flush from the pocket, and he does not go down. Now the ball is loose, and Bristol Central looking to get on top of it. what a great play by Fleeting to just get away from that tackle. But then he got hit again by the Rams, and the ball got loose, and it's going to be picked up by the Windsor Warriors. So it's going to be a big loss on the play from the 39 all the way back to the 46. So about a 7-yard loss on the play. And there's also an illegal shift call, but I think the Bristol Central is probably going to decline that penalty.
I would have to expect it. Impressive with Fleeting. Way to show composure in the backfield. Rolling off the first defender. Coming back, taking the second hit. Ball did pop out, but impressive.
I think he was able to get it back himself. I mean, I think Quinn Fleeting may have even been surprised that he got out of that tackle. He looked surprised when he got out of it. But, nice play there by the Bristol Central Rams to maybe turn some momentum their way. 3rd down and about 14 on the play. Again, Quinn Fleeting in the backfield in a shotgun formation. To his right is Jalen Berry. It's a screen play over the middle to Raheem Moore. Moore's got a lot of running room and some blockers out in front. Moore's going to take it all the way down inside the 10 and force his way down into the corner. I'm waiting for the final decision. That's going to be at the 1-yard line. And Raheem Moore, nice run after the catch, but a great call by Coach Rob Fleeting. The screenplay underneath right after Bristol Central gets the sack. The timing was perfect.
And impressive second effort by Moore. He was wrapped up at the 5 and just kept the legs moving.
So it's going to be 1st and goal down at the 1-yard line. And again, we're going to have the shotgun formation for Fleeting, which, a lot of coaches like to get out of that shotgun formation down at the goal line. And Coach Rob Fleeting does exactly that. Quinn Fleeting stepping under the center. And it's going to be a fake pitch and rolling to the right. He's got an open receiver, and that's good for a touchdown to Everett Welcome Jermaine. So a 1-yard touchdown pass makes it 34-7 with 11:15 remaining in the second quarter, in the first half.
And the Warriors are staying the course, keeping it moving as they did in the first quarter, Leo.
The 1-yard pass from Quinn Fleeting to Everett Jermaine. And the extra point will be attempted by Chris Trayor. It's a good snap, a good hold. The kick is up and splits the upright. Oh, it's 35-7 now. The Windsor Warriors on top. Everett Jermaine with the 1-yard touchdown catch. Really had a lot of room over there. He did a nice job on the fake pitch, did Quinn Fleeting to the left, and then he rolled to his right. And if you're a linebacker there for the Bristol Central Rams, you don't know whether to come up and play him for the danger of the run or stay back and try to cover the receiver he can throw to. Very dangerous running back, quarterback there in Quinn Fleeting.
It's pretty much a lose-lose situation. 1st and goal at the line. Between Fleeting's ability to just turn it upfield himself, you've got to just defend all options. But at that point, somebody's going to be left open. So
absolutely. 11 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. 35-7, the Windsor Warriors on top, and the Warriors are going to be kicking from right to left, wearing their home maroon jerseys with white pants and a white helmet. Nice maroon piping down the sides of their pants. And the same colors on the other side of the field, the white jerseys and the maroon pants with the maroon helmets for the Bristol Central Rams. So Trayor will kick off again to Walton and Burrow. He gets the ready whistle from the official Bob Facey. An end-over-end kick that's going to go to Burrow at about the 16. Burrow across the 30 out to about the 31, 32-yard line. Very difficult to see the field markings here where the yard lines are, because on the other side of the field they're blocked by most of the players, and they're down kind of low here. We're tough to pick up, but it is going to be 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line for the Bristol Central Rams. Breaking out of the huddle come the Rams. At quarterback, once again, is going to be Andrew Lavero. Lavero split the earlier duties today with Jarrett Michaels. Jarrett Michaels seems to be the triple option quarterback. twin set to the near side. Back to pass goes Livero. Again, it is a quick pass, and it's complete. Breaking a tackle is Keon Walton. Walton down across the 50, inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. A nice play there. So it's a 31-yard completion with 10:56 remaining in the first half. And Bristol Central, as you said, Lauren, the quick pass is the way to go here.
And Livero looked good with that throw. He was right in the pocket, stepped up, hit Keon Walton coming across, and that's really what they need to do to move the ball.
Fundamentally sound delivery there by quarterback Andrew Livero, a 3-year starter here for the Bristol Central Rams. It's going to be a trip set to the near side. Livero under center. Burrows goes to the right. Another quick pass out to Keon Walton. Walton makes a nice catch on the bubble screen. He's running along the right sidelines, gets down inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line. And that one's going to be good for about 25.
Impressive. They need to stay with it. They need to stay with it.
So, Lauren, you called it. The quick passes are going to make two things happen. It's going to make the defensive line aware of what's going on around them. The short passes, they need to keep their hands up. It's going to also keep the linebackers frozen in their spots to pick up those receivers and maybe stop the pressure on Andrew Livero. So a nice coaching job on the other side of the field by Sal Cintorino.
It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Fleeting does to cover Keon Walton here. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes a double coverage here shortly, though.
Burrows tries going off the right side. He's running behind Cy McIntosh, the big right guard. Gets back to about the line of scrimmage, and McIntosh is doing a pretty good job against somebody that looks a lot bigger than he is over on that side of the ball. He's trying to block big number 75, Austin Harris, who is 6'2", 315. It's quite a task.
Task is right.
So it's 2nd down and 10 with the ball at about the 15-yard line of the Windsor Warriors. Trailing 35-7, the Rams trying to keep it going. Again, a quick short pass in and out of the hands of the defender on the play. Good defense there by Sherrod Pay, and went back almost into the hands of Keon Walton, but Walton lets it drop to the ground, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
Fortunate break for Bristol. They do have a little offense going, and that might be the break they need to put one in here, Lee.
3rd and 10, 9:41 remaining here in the second quarter. Bristol Central breaks the huddle. Livero will step under center. Double wing set, single setback is Burrow. Back to pass goes quarterback Livero, and a flag goes down. I think we had some motion here on the incomplete pass.
Great coverage on defensive back Evan King. Full extension to knock that one down.
A legal procedure call against the Rams. It's 3rd and 10. I was under the impression that the illegal procedure penalty was a dead ball foul, but may have been 2 men in motion. It's a dead ball foul. It's an automatic 5, or they can decline it, and it's going to become a 4th and 10. So it is 4th and 10 now for Bristol Central.
Looked like that might have been wide receiver number 11, Lee Drew.
They are within the range of their place kicker, St. Dennis, but I think trailing by 28, they're going to try to put one in here, and if they turn it over on downs, they will have Windsor pinned deep in their own territory. Wide to the left goes St. Dennis. Twin set to the right. Livero back to pass. It's a quick pass to Burrows. Burrows gets met just after he caught the pass inside the 15-yard line, and a nice defensive play there made by number 44, Evan King, whose name we just heard again. King, a junior, 6 foot, 190-pound defensive back. And the ball will be turned over on downs with 9:29 remaining here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 Warriors.
You know, I like the call, Leo. Down by 4 scores, you got to go for it.
I agree.
Got to go for it.
Now the Warriors have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 15, so a stop here gives you good field position before the end of the half. And I think that's what Bristol Central is looking for. The Rams getting set up on defense while the Warriors get a lot of plays in. That no-huddle offense gives them an opportunity to run a great deal of plays.
And they run it well.
There's the handoff underneath, going to the right side. Number 21 is Brendan Gale. Gale goes around the right side for 9 yards, getting to the outside. His first carry of the night results in a 9-yard carry.
There's just too many options on the Windsor side of the ball.
You know, I'm looking a little closer. That was Jalen Berry on the carry, I believe. Berry is just so fast, Lauren. He's just got he's got that extra gear, and more on that kick return that got called back, just like lightning. Now there's a flag down on the play, and it is going to go against the Windsor Warriors. Let's wait and hear what the call is going to be. It looks like a hold, possibly. The flag is on the far side of the field, dropped by the linesman right at the line of scrimmage. And it is going to come back. Holding is the call. Half the distance to the goal line, I believe, going down inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line. And a fake handoff, and up the middle goes Quinn Fleeting. Fleeting cuts back to the outside, breaks a tackle. He's across the 35 and out to about the 39-yard line. And what a great fake. He faked the ball to Jalen Berry, who came toward the press box here, and so did half the Bristol Eastern defensive backs. And back the other way goes Quinn Fleeting, and he's out for the first down out to the 39-yard line.
I think most of our Windsor fans down below, Leo, were faked out with that one as well.
Again, the shotgun formation for Quinn Fleeting. He's got Berry to his right. Berry gets the handoff, goes up the middle, shakes the tackler right across the 50 and down to about the 40-yard line of Bristol Central. And again, the hard running by Jalen Berry was the reason for that gain. He was hit just after he crossed the line of scrimmage and just shook the tackler.
That's why Windsor's so dangerous. Last week we said Quinn Fleeting had 125 yards on the ground. That was the first play he's broken all day. You know, Coach Fleeting's just options. We've kept him in the pocket most of the night tonight, and when he's got the opportunity to turn it up, there's no stopping him.
So back into shotgun formation, and he's got Berry to his right. Wide receiver to the near side is Rashad Ramsey, very dangerous receiver, and Raheem Moore on the far right side, another speedster who's a dangerous wide receiver. Low snap, handoff goes to Berry. He goes up the middle, gets about 4 on the play. Going to be 2nd down and 4, but that speed option could not have a better name. That it just moves so quick the way Windsor executes.
Just impressive, and they run it so efficiently. So efficiently. The Bristol defense is just getting a workout tonight.
Again in the shotgun formation, and it's going to be Keating up the middle, and he's got some running room. Fleeting with a lot of room. He cuts back across the middle, breaks another tackle, and Brownlee brought down from behind by Bennett Kavanaugh. And, you know, one thing I've got to say is that the Bristol Eastern Rams have got to start tackling. They are making hits. They're not wrapping up, and they would certainly be in a lot better shape if they were able to hang on a little bit better and wait for some help to come. They've got to tackle. This is a very difficult team to give those second opportunities.
It is, and they're too fast to get away.
Fleeting back to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket. He rolls to his right, going to the corner of the end zone. Overthrown, intended for Raheem Moore. Again, another heads-up play by Fleeting, not taking the sack, getting rid of the football and throwing it out of reach of anybody. Again, you know, just can't say enough about this young man.
You can't. Just shows incredible poise. He hasn't forced the ball once all night.
The senior quarterback, defensive back. He's 6 foot, 175 pounds, and just can really. He's just got the whole package. He's got the swift feet. He's got the good arm, and he certainly has the field generalship that you need to be a good quarterback. Again, he gets the football, hands it to Berry around the right side. Berry's got some running room and some blocking, and this time a nice tackle made by Drew Lee. And Lee just wrapped up and brought down Berry, and that's exactly what the Bristol Central Rams need to do, fundamentally sound tackles. 3rd down and 3 for the Windsor Warriors. Fleeting again, fakes the handoff to Berry, breaks a tackle in the backfield, in and out of the hands of Martin McNiff. and gets down. Oh, he got into the end zone. A late call there by the officials. Touchdown for Fleeting, and he was wrapped up in the backfield and broke loose and scored the touchdown. So it's an 11-yard touchdown run with 6:59 left. Fleeting into the end zone on the 11-yard touchdown run, making the score 41-7. And Chris Trayor coming in to kick the extra point. And as you said, Lauren, it just comes from every direction.
It does, and that play was overly impressive for me. Lineman Brian Ekman and Charles Baldwin cleared a hole about 10 feet wide that just never closed up. I mean, missed tackle in the backfield, still recovered to force it in.
So the extra point is good by Trayor. 42-7 is the score. Windsor on top. And do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all of their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. So there's 6:59 remaining here in the second quarter. 42-7 the score. The Windsor Warriors on top of the Bristol Central Rams. And the crew here tonight, a very fine crew. Phil Anderson's up top on the camera. Brian Byrne is at the controls and directing us to what we need to do. Lauren Falvo's alongside me. I'm Leo Bowler. And we have seen an impressive showing here by the offense of the Windsor Warriors.
In the second quarter, and the game itself is far from over. So
absolutely, they've got touchdowns from Berry. They've got touchdowns from Huff. They've got two touchdowns from Fleeting on the ground, and they've got 2 touchdown passes from Fleeting. So very impressive all-around game by Quinn Fleeting. And the kickoff goes to Burrow. He's back at about the 20-yard line, across the 30. Across the 35, he had a blocker in front of him. Got down to about the 43-yard line. So pretty good field position for the Bristol Central Rams to start off here. And you got to like Burrow. Not real big kid, but just tucks in behind his blockers and makes the most of every opportunity.
Oh, he sure does. There's no quitting 23. He just keeps it moving.
1st and 10 with the ball at the 41-yard line of the Rams. Back in at quarterback, Andrew Livero. And I think it's a good idea. I think the Rams have put the wishbone on the shelf for now. Stick with this offense that can pick apart the defense through the air, a little running to the inside and the outside. I think this is a good choice with the spread option. St. Dennis goes back to the inside. It's a delayed handoff to Burrow, and Burrow does not want to go down. He looked like he was going to lose about 5, fought his way back forward, only lost about 2. But again, the legs keep churning. 2nd down and about 12 for the Rams.
And that's probably the 3rd or 4th run tonight where Burrow should have taken a loss on some yards. And the fight in this kid keeps pushing him forward, and he's fortunate to get the ball back to the line of scrimmage.
So the Windsor Warriors with that big defensive line looking to push the Rams into a 3rd down and long situation. It's 2nd and 12 right now. Back to pass goes Livero. Quick pass, and it's complete. Nice play there. It's to the hands of Andrew Martin, the senior wide receiver. That got about 9 yards, maybe 10. It's going to be 3rd down and about 6. So a shorter option now for the Rams to get that 1st down.
Nice throw by Livero. He thread that through about 3 linebackers there. The arms of 3 linebackers, I should say, and it was a nice play.
These quick passes, again, we mentioned it earlier, have been freezing the linebackers, and they're not putting the pressure on Livero. And once you've thrown these passes, Lauren, the downfield passes seem to open up a little bit more because the linebackers respect that short pass.
You bet. And Bristol's just got to keep chipping away.
Livero, he gets hammered there. Nice big play by number 50. Is Cole Ormsby, and we've mentioned his name a few times now. Ormsby with the big tackle for the loss.
I don't think anybody put a hand on him.
I think you're absolutely right. He just came flying. I believe Cole Ormsby also has a brother on the team who's Lance Ormsby. Lance is 6'3", 220-pound senior. And Cole is his twin brother. He's 6'4", 254. There's a lot of food being bought in that house.
Yeah, their poor mother for sure.
Their mom and dad working hard to feed those two big boys.
A few trips to Costco.
And there's the snap is a good one to Lavero. He gets a decent kickoff in the air. Now back for the Windsor Warriors was Isaiah Huff. Isaiah Huff gets tackled just when he picks the ball up, and that was pretty good coverage and a good punt by Lavero, and the Windsor Warriors will take over 1st and 10, and I think we're going to see a few different numbers in here right now, and that we are. Isaiah Huff into the game. New quarterback in the game is John Nolan. He's a sophomore. He's big. He's 6'2", 172 pounds.
Good coverage by the junior Evan King on that one, too.
So wide to the near side is Mark Wilson. Wilson's 5 feet, 125 pounds. Handoff goes underneath. That is Isaiah Huff getting the ball. He gets out across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. Oh, excuse me. That was Jordan Knight with the carry. Knight gets about a yard. 2nd down and 9. And he will be in the backfield alongside our new quarterback, John Nolan. Split wide to the right is Isaiah Huff. Nolan hands off again inside, and breaking away goes Jordan Knight. Knight gets a 1st down and then some. He's across the 50, across the 40, cuts back inside the 35, breaks another tackle, gets down to about the 27-yard line. And Jordan Knight with a great run. Didn't look like it was going to amount to much when he got the football. Broke a couple of tackles, kept the feet moving, and gets the 1st down to the 31-yard line of the Rams.
Impressive run by the freshman, Leo. One of 3 freshmen on the team this evening.
And it's got to be a thrill to be into the game as a freshman in the opening night for your home opener here for the Windsor Warriors, pushing to go to 2-0. There's a flag on the play. That one's going to come back. So it was a block in the back. So Jordan Knight's impressive debut gets just a little wrinkle in it. I'm sure he's going to be carrying the football quite a bit the rest of this game.
It's nice that Coach Rob Fleeting has another 4 years out of that young man.
You're absolutely right. You know, and he was one of the young men that, talking to the Windsor coaching staff earlier, that was pointed out to us that would be playing as a freshman. And there's a few more here as well. So the ball comes all the way back to the midfield stripe. 1st and 10 at the 50 for the Warriors. Out here to the near side is Mark Wilson. And to the far right side, number 33 is Isaiah Huff. And the ball once again is going to get handed off in the backfield. Breaking tackles. This time it's going to be Kai Jenkins. And it's Jenkins bringing the ball all the way down to the 34-yard line. Well, we're looking for the spot. The official standing in 2 spots on different sides of the field here. And it's going to be all the way down to the 24-yard line. 28 on the carry was Kai Jenkins. And Jenkins gets a 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line, and it's going to be Jenkins again. Jenkins dances a little in the backfield, and a nice defensive play there by the Bristol Central defense, led by number 52, James Glau.
51, Kevin Boyan on the play as well.
2nd down and 13 now for the Windsor Warriors. Clock continuing to run at 2:35 remaining here in the 1st half. In motion is Huff, and he's going to get the handoff from quarterback John Nolan, trying to get to the outside. He does. Gets around the corner, trying to push him out of bounds. Can't do it. Gets into the end zone for the touchdown. An impressive run by Isaiah Huff, and Isaiah Huff, a freshman, runs it in from 24 yards. So a 24-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Huff with 2:19 left in the 1st half. The freshman gets into the end zone.
Athletic play from the freshman, the way he tap danced down there the last 5 yards. Way to keep his balance.
And, that's coaches will always tell kids, hit and wrap. Don't try to push them out of bounds. If you're going to try to get him out of bounds, you drive him out of bounds. Not a little push, and that's what happened. He got pushed. As you said, he tight-roped the sidelines and into the end zone for the touchdown. And Chris Trayer trying to put it to 49 right now. A little short on the field and trying to get the 11th player. Now we've got a delay a game penalty, but I think Trayor's got a pretty good leg, Lauren. I think he can kick it 5 yards deeper.
I would have to agree. The extra point he missed was only about 6 feet off the ground, but it went about 52 yards. So
you're absolutely right. He does have a big leg. So Isaiah Huff, the freshman, with a 24-yard touchdown run. And now Trayor in to kick the extra point. A high snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it makes it over the uprights and just cross crossbar. 49-7 the score. Windsor on top. Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter, and you can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. Lauren Falvo's alongside me. I'm Leo Bowler. There's 2:19 remaining here in the first half. And 56 points have been put up on the board. 49 for Windsor, 7 for the Bristol Central Rams. And that 7 was an impressive 64-yard kickoff return by Tyler Burrow.
It sure was. Unfortunately, we haven't seen one since. It's just an impressive home opener for the Windsor. Fans are definitely getting their money's worth tonight.
They certainly are. And it is a big crowd here in Windsor for the home opener. The bleachers on the side of the field are full. They're 4 or 5 deep on the fences along each side, and they're here for a very happy opening night for the home team, Windsor Warriors, who looking to go to 2-0. 42 points scored last week, 49 tonight, and that one gets loose. Back to get it is Burrow, and Burrow's going to fight his way out of a tackle and give his team a little bit more room than it looked like they were going to get. He was down all the way inside the 5, and he got all the way out to about the 13 with a lot of maroon jerseys around him. So, again, a nice job turning something into nothing into something by Tyler Burrow.
He's got a little scrap in him, Leo. There's no question about that. I don't think he's looked at the scoreboard because he's playing like this is a 2-point game.
2 minutes, 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And Andrew Lavero into the game to run the offense for the Rams. Defense making a couple changes as well for the Windsor Warriors. Lavero with the single setback is Burrow in the backfield, and it's going to be a sweep to Burrow. He has a little trouble with the pitch, but he's able to corral it, but he lost about 1.5 yards on the play. Coming up very quickly for the Windsor Warriors is Doyle Scott, the junior 5'8", 210-pound linebacker making the play. A loss of 1. Second down and 12, so a loss of 2 on the play. Minute 40 left here in the first half. And there's the ready whistle. Clock continues to run right now. The Rams looking to get into the locker room and try to regroup for the second half. Lavero's got Burrow behind him. The motion man on the inside counter gets the ball. A nice play there for Andrew Martin. Martin tries to turn the corner, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that play looked like it had destined for some big yardage, but a good closing speed by the Windsor defense just limits that to a 3-yard gain.
It really does. As big as they are quick, and it's a very, very tough combination right there.
Under a minute to go here in the first half, and it's third down at about 9. And I think I like the idea here of slowing things down and getting into the locker room. The Bristol Central Rams quarterback Livero steps under center. He's got Burrow behind him. He's going to throw the ball. Going to be flush from the pocket, rolling to his left. He's got a little running room along the sidelines, but he's driven out of bounds. And there's a flag at the end of that play. It'll look like a little extracurricular activity by Malik Bedford, possibly. Beckford kind of rolled on top of the quarterback there at the end of the play, and I think we're going to see 15 yards tacked on to the end of that run.
That's unfortunate. You know, excited but unnecessary, and I'm sure he's going to hear about it from Coach Fleeting when we expect the sidelines.
I would agree. I would agree. And Coach Fleeting, kind of a quiet guy, but a bit intimidating. You know, he's definitely a football coach. No question about it.
I'm quite sure his point gets across when he speaks.
So it's a 15-yard penalty. It is a personal foul, unsportsmanlike. Actually, I shouldn't say unsportsmanlike. It's a personal foul. Unnecessary roughness would be the call. And the 15 yards gets added on to the end of the run. It'll give Bristol Central a first down with 28 seconds remaining. Out of the huddle come the Bristol the Bristol Central Rams. Livero dropping back to pass. He's looking to his right and throws over the middle, and it's broken up. Nice defensive play made there by Donner Pollard to knock that one away. Pollard, I think, seeing his first action. He's a junior, 6'1". He's listed at 110 pounds, but I think that's got to be a misprint. 22 seconds remaining here in the first half. And Bristol Central has a second down and 10. Ball is at the 32-yard line. And rolling to his right and then flush from the pocket, going to the left, throwing it over the middle, and the ball hits the turf. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Drew Lee, excuse me.
I like the way Centurino is moving forward with the 22 seconds left in the corner. They could easily cash it in, try and regroup at halftime, but he's pushing the kids.
You know, and at first first part of the half when they were, part of this drive, they were way down in their own territory. I thought maybe they might do that, but you're right, Lauren. They're definitely not looking to go down without a fight. There's 16 seconds left here in the first half. Livero under center. He's got Burrow behind him. And it's going to be a delayed handoff to Burrow, and he cuts back to the outside. He's across the 40, out to about the 45, where he scampers out of bounds to stop the clock with 8 seconds remaining. That's enough for a first down, a 10-yard run by Burrow. And Bristol Central moving the football a little bit here at the end of the first half, and it gives them something to talk about in the locker room, to come back out and show the same fervor that they had here at the end of the half.
You bet, and they're moving the ball well.
8 seconds remaining, 49-7 the score. Windsor showing why they are ranked so highly in the state of Connecticut. Very powerful team. Livero goes back to pass. He's looking to his left, setting up a quick screen to the left side. That one is caught by Burrow. Burrow gets out of bounds, but the clock turns to 3 zeros. He got across the 50, got about 8 yards, but that's all he's going to get. And that's the end of the first half, with the Windsor Warriors leading the Bristol Central Rams by a score of 49-7. We'll be back in a few moments with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go anywhere. It's Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5, 10, touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Jason Snyder.
Holy cow. He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from
He
Dion.
took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
Holy cow.
can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take, and there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
But this is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah. And you also, you get it to your hottest player right now, just like they're getting it to Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free of a player. Eichhorst on his own, shoots and scores, bounces a shot home. Kuz can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period. Dogpile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game. And, well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left.
Welcome back to PlayOnSports.com. Halftime wrap-up here, coming to you from the Jack O'Brien Stadium in Windsor, Connecticut. I'm Leo Bowler alongside Lauren Falvo. Our halftime score is the Windsor Warriors 49 and the Bristol Central Rams 7. And it was a very impressive half by the quarterback of the Windsor Warriors, Quinn Fleeting. Lauren, he seems to be responsible for every point on the board. I know 2 of them he's not, but just an impressive showing.
3 passing, 2 rushing, and we're still only in the just entering the third quarter, second half with it, Leo.
You know, talking off the air, Lauren, we adding together 91 points scored 91. By this team in a game and a half.
In a game and a half, there's no question that Windsor brings to the table an explosive offense. They're just overwhelmed by the size, that be it Bristol, by the size of the Windsor line.
They are. You're right, and they've given up 7 points in that game and a half that they've played so far. And Bristol Eastern, not a team really that you would think is not strong. I mean, they scored 29 points against Buckley last week, and I think that they had a little momentum at the end of the first half, and we'll see if they can carry that here into the second half. And who impressed you on the Bristol Central side of the ball?
Without questions, that Tyler Burrows. The kid is just a workhorse. There's no stopping him whatsoever, and big positive for Bristol there. He can play, he can turn it, and he's given Windsor a handful when he's got the ball.
And to wrap up the scoring in the first half, we'll go through it very quickly. Jalen Berry with a 45-yard run to open up the first quarter at 9:05. The extra point was good by Chris Trayor. It was 7-0 Windsor at that point. Terrell Huff had a 14-yard pass completion from Quinn Fleeting for the touchdown. The extra point was good. Then Tyler Burrow on a 65-yard touchdown run on the kick return made it 14-7. The extra point was good from Ronnie St. Dennis. At 4:33, Quinn Fleeting added his first rushing touchdown of the half with a 13-yard run. The extra point was no good. And then Quinn Fleeting went to the air. He had a Rashad Ramsey pass for 74 yards, and the extra point was good by Raheem Moore. At 11:15 remaining in the first quarter, Quinn Fleeting with a 1-yard pass to Everett Germain, and the extra point by Trayor was good. That was his third passing touchdown, and his second rushing touchdown came on a 6-yard run with 6:59 left in the second quarter, and the extra point was good. And then Isaiah Huff came in the freshman with an exciting night for his opening night with a 24-yard touchdown run for the final score of the first half. 49-7 the score. So that's going to do it on the halftime show, and we're going to stay right here and get ready to go for the second half. And it's really been an impressive night for the Windsor Warriors, and it's great having them on this destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com, and a thrill for the Windsor home crowd here in the opening game of their season here at home. So next week the Windsor team will host Bristol Eastern here, and Bristol Central will travel to Farmington to play Farmington.
Number 3, Trayor.
So Trayor is going to kick off here to start the second half, and back deep for the Bristol Central Rams will be Keon Walton along with Tyler Burrow, and the kick is an end-over-end kick that will bounce in front of Burrow, and he picks it up on the hop, comes across the 25 out to the 26, and the kicker, Trayor, comes in and makes the tackle and stops him at about the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bristol Central Rams.
Fortunately there for Tyler Burrows, he missed the leaping tackle, big number 51, Keith Benjamin. Windsor was all over him on that return.
6'3", 235, and he's running full speed. That is not what you want to get hit by, that's for sure.
No.
So the Bristol Central Rams take over 1st and 10. Under center will be Andrew Lavera. Lavera will hand off to Burrows off the right side. He gets a little running room out to about the 30-yard line. Gain of 4. Tripped up on the play by the big defensive lineman. Number 75, Austin Harris. Moves very well for a young man who's 6'2", 315.
He doesn't look a pound over 310, Leo.
2nd down and a long 5. We'll call it 6 for the Rams. Andrew Rivera gets the call from the sidelines. And the Windsor Warriors with a couple of freshmen in that defensive secondary. Isaiah Huff back there. In motion is Walton, and the handoff is going to go to Burrow, and Burrow tries to find a hole in the middle. Good recovery there by the Windsor defense. Last one up off the pile. Going to get credit for the tackle. I got to wait for him to turn around. It's number 19 on the tackle. That's his first tackle is Sean Santoro, a 5'7", 169-pound defensive back.
Now might be a good time for Bristol to try that drop pass we saw at the start of the 2nd quarter, Leo, where they were actually moving the ball down the field on this Windsor defense.
3rd down and about 4 for the Rams, and Lavero will start under center. Burrow is the lone setback. And the handoff is going to go to Walton. Walton around the left side. Nice design play there, and he gets out across the 40-yard line to about the 41, a 1st down for Bristol Central. And in the backfield for Bristol Central that time was DeAndre Conaway leading the blocking, and he did a nice job pushing the defensive end out of the way so that Walton could turn the corner.
And Bristol set that up nice with the two forced runs by Burrows in the misdirection. Worked out well for him.
1st and 10, 9:25 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. The lone setback once again will be DeAndre Conaway. Rivera under center, and motion man gets the fake handoff, and it's going to be handed to Conaway. Conaway dodges a tackler, and then is brought down after a gain of about 2. Going to be 2nd down and 8. Brought down by the linebacker on the play, Kamari McCoy. McCoy, a junior, listed as a defensive end, but looked like he came from the outside linebacker spot, 6'1", 237. And it's a 4-man defensive front here for Windsor, Lauren, and they've got those 2 inside linebackers. Right now they've got Everett Germain in there along with Sean Santoro, and the 2 outside linebackers kind of playing up and rolling up onto the line, giving it almost a 4-2 look. A fake handoff to the motion man, and the handoff goes to DeAndre Conaway, and he's met as soon as he gets the handoff, got back barely to the line of scrimmage. Going to be 3rd down and long, and we have an injured player down on the field.
Number 9, Jermaine Everett on that play, Leo.
A nice play coming out of the linebacker spot. Everett is a sophomore, getting some playing time here. That's a big sophomore, 6', 238. So we have an injured player on the field. We'll see how they mix it up here. And, you know, that may have been something as simple as the helmets got caught together because no one's coming off the field. So I think that's what it was. I think a couple of the helmets got locked up in the tackle.
Wow. I think it's just physics when you have 2 bodies, that much mass colliding in the Windsor side of the ball.
3rd down and about 7 for the Bristol Central Rams. 7:50 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Clock continuing to run. The lone setback once again is DeAndre Conaway. A twin set to the near side. The motion man is Andrew Martin, and it's going to go to Conaway. Conaway, oh, with a big hit. He got hammered that time by Everett Germain. A nice job by Germain coming from the opposite side, inside linebacker, really getting coast to coast there.
That's 2 tackles back-to-back for Jermaine.
Brings up a 4th down.
He's making the most out of his opportunity this half, Leo.
Isaiah Huff will drop back to receive the kick if, in fact, the Bristol Central Rams decide to kick. Andrew Lavera is the quarterback and the punter, and he's looking at his sleeve, so I think they're going to keep him on the field and go for this 4th and 6. It's going to be a trip set wide to the left, and Drew Lee is out there on the outside. The motion man is Martin coming back toward the quarterback. And a blitz up the middle. Ball gets loose, still bouncing around, and it looks like it's covered up by Bristol Central, but we'll have to see. Either way, the ball is going back over to the Windsor Warriors.
Number 52, Malik Bedford on a sack and a forced fumble.
Beckford, as you just mentioned about the inside linebacker Everett Germain, also making the best of his opportunities. A nice job there by Beckford, who's a senior, 6 foot, 210-pound defensive end. So once again, the quarterback is John Nolan to run the show here for the Windsor Warriors. To his right is Kai Jenkins. Split out wide to the right, and it's going to go to Jenkins. Jenkins up the middle, and he is tackled immediately. Nice play there by the linebacker Austin Rollins, a junior linebacker.
I like the way Bristol's just continuing to go for it. I mean, you know, at this point, you know, you got to put some points on the board. That's all there is to it.
Absolutely. Up the middle goes the fullback this time. Her first carry of the night for Jordan Blackwell. He's listed as a wide receiver D-back, but he looked like a fullback on that carry, right up the middle. Wearing number 48 was Blackwell, 5'8", 145-pound sophomore. Again, Nolan in shotgun formation and a revolving door at running back. Now it's Matthew Whitehall. And he goes around the right side and gets stacked up after a gain of about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Windsor Warriors. Split out wide here to the near side, Lauren Mark Wilson, listed at 5 foot, 125 pounds. That's a lot of heart right there. You know, it's great that Coach Fleeting will go to, you know, someone of his stature to get into the game and play hard. I mean, he's got to have a lot of heart to get out on this field.
Sophomore, too.
Kai Jenkins in the backfield along with Nolan, and Jenkins going to get the handoff. He goes off left guard. He gets some running room and goes across the 10-yard line. He's close to first down yardage. Just going to be shy. I see a 3 up on the hand of the near official, but I see the stakes are moving. They got those reset. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, I did a double take at first. I thought it was a typo, and I saw young Mark Wilson on the field, and yeah, he's in there. He's in the mix with it tonight.
So Nolan is in the backfield now. He's got a new running back to his right, and that running back will get the handoff, and that's Blackwell up the middle, and he fights his way down to the 1-yard line for the first down. And that's Blackwell's 2nd carry of the night. And as I said, the rotation probably bringing the plays in and out from the sidelines. But no, Nolan coming to the sidelines to get the call from the coaching staff. We only have Sal Centorino's name from Bristol Central on the coaching staff, but we'll give you the list of the head coach and the assistants for the Windsor Warriors. That information we do have. Nolan with Kai Jenkins to his right. Twins to his right as well, and he hands the ball off to Jenkins, who tries to bull his way forward. It's going to be 2nd down and goal from about the 1-yard line. Second and goal here for the Windsor Warriors. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Quarter's moving along a lot faster than the first 2 did.
It is. Ball's been kept on the ground, and
Nolan with Jenkins to his left. He's got twin set to the right. Wilson to his left. He's going to hand it off to Jenkins, and Jenkins gets stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play there by the Bristol Central defense. Led on the tackle there by Christian Hildebrand. Hildebrand, one of the linebackers for the Bristol Central
number 44, Rams. Gino Raffaniello was in on the play as well. Good looking showing. The Windsor coaching staff tonight, headed by Coach Rob Fleeting, assistant Ty Abrams, Sean Bell, John Babisi, Paul Brocksterman, Mike Brocksterman, Phil Davis, Theo Harrison, Dwayne Huff, Scott Jenkins, Arnold Kelly, Seb Manifico, Anthony Timon, Nick Timon, Ron Woodward, and Perry McFadden.
Nolan hands the ball off to Jenkins. Jenkins forces his way up the middle, and it's going to be 4th down. So maybe we've got a stop coming here for the Windsor Warrior against the Windsor Warriors. Let's see if the Rams can hold them out of there on 4th down and have a goal line stand, maybe get some energy back for the beginning of the 4th quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And in comes the starting offense for the Windsor Warriors. Wholesale changes here, and we'll see if they can push the ball into the end zone.
I'm almost thinking we've got this many coaches on staff to feed these guys, Neil.
You're absolutely right. Big team on the sidelines here as well. A lot of players on this Windsor team. Windsor football, fine tradition of program here is very good. And looks like we're going to get a knee here. I'm not sure. We've got Quinn Fleeting back in the game, and he's letting the clock run down, and he's going to take the snap, and he is going to take a knee. So that ball will get turned over on downs to the Bristol Central Rams. Clock stops at 55 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 49-7 the score. Windsor Warriors with just amazing amount of points in a game in 3 quarters. 92 points, and it just seems like they could put so many more up on the board. They are such a talented team.
They're going to be contenders this year. There's no question about it. Between the size and just the sheer speed of this team on both sides of the ball, any team's going to have a handful.
So Bristol Central takes over. They're inside their own 5-yard line, about the 5 actually. The handoff's going to go to number 1, DeAndre Conaway. Conaway gets about 5 on the play. Driven back, and the tackle made by Malik Campbell, and that's going to do it here, I believe, for the 3rd quarter. I can't imagine they're going to get another playoff. We're inside of 10 seconds right now. Bristol Central looking to get their play off inside of 5. I do not think they're going to get the play off, and they will not. So we're going to take a quick break, but before we do, let's talk about the school broadcast program. And if you'd like to watch more of your high school's great matchups, just like the one you're watching here tonight, tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. This program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. And that's just a great program for all different sports. Play On Sports is a national organization that will broadcast all sorts of high school sports, and the more interest in high school sports, the more interest in high schools, the better education these kids are going to get if people are paying attention to what they're doing, not only out here on the field, but out here on and academically as well.
Without question. And the way Play On is just tied into social media, there's no limits here, no limits.
So the final 12 minutes is about to get underway here. Windsor leading 49-7. Football down at the 10-yard line of the Bristol Central Rams. 2nd down and 5 for the Rams. Rivera under center. Motion man across the field is Josh Gavovich. Off the right side, a gain of about 4 on the play, and a carry by DeAndre Conaway brings up a 3rd down and short. And I know I cannot be saying Josh's name right. Let me see if I can. We were told this name too, and I should know this. Ganavage?
You should know this.
Ganavage.
As much as we've talked about the Windsor offense, or defense for that matter too, it's just been a juggernaut on both sides of the field. We have to. Everybody watching this game here has got to tip their hats to this Bristol team. I mean, they haven't given up. I mean, and they continue to fight and plug along. And kids have a lot of heart, no question about it.
3rd down and 2 for the Rams. And the handoff goes to the motion man up the middle. He cuts back against the grain. He's got some running room out across the 20 to the 22-yard line, and that is Andrew Martin on the carry. Martin gets the first down for the Bristol Central Rams in 10 minutes, 55 seconds. Clock still moving here in the fourth quarter. 49-7 the score. Windsor on top. We haven't seen much of the running back Tyler Burrow, and I think that's a good call on the coaching staff behind Sal Cintorino on the other side of the field, keeping him healthy for the rest of this year. Back into the shotgun formation. Under center is Jarrett Michaels. Up the middle go the Bristol Central Rams. Gain of about 2 on the play. It's going to be second down. Let's give them 3, second down and 7.
You're right with that, Leo. Burrows is the heart of the Bristol offense, and at this point, there's a lot of season left, and you know he has worked and he's taken some lumps tonight. You know, an impressive showing by him tonight.
And Bristol Central will be at home next week against Farmington. They will host Farmington in their third game of the year, and the handoff goes up the middle once again, and a little more yardage this time for the Bristol Central Rams. Carried on the play by a new running back who's just stepping into the game for Bristol Central. And I think it's Raffanello, I believe, had that carry. So it's a gain of about 3. It's going to be third down and 3 for the Rams. And the next game on schedule for the Windsor Warriors, they will be playing Bristol Eastern right here at home, so they'll get the 2 Bristol schools back to back. This time Bristol tries to go around the right side, but there is no room to run there. Nice play made by Kamari McCoy. Get back to the line of scrimmage at 4th down and about 3.
And the Bristol offense is going to continue to push it along.
Jarrett Michaels in the game. He's the quarterback that comes in the game whenever they set up in the wishbone formation. That's a formation you don't see very much of nowadays, but very versatile and a lot of options out of this this offense, no pun intended. Up the middle goes the fullback, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down, and the Bristol Central Rams will turn the ball over on downs to the Windsor Warriors. In on that defensive set of downs for the Windsor Warriors. A lot of new faces out there for them, and I think we're going to see the same here on offense as well. Now there is a flag, I guess, down on the play. They're going to measure for the first down. I was already giving the ball back to Windsor. So when the Windsor defense left the field, let's see if they get enough yardage to make the first down. No, it's just short, and Windsor will take over on downs.
Good call, Leo. You had it.
8 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the game. We're coming to you live from Jack O'Brien Stadium at the Windsor High School here in Windsor, Connecticut. Beautiful night for football. Temperature probably in the low 60s right now, and no breeze really. Just a beautiful night for a game of football.
And you just can't say that enough. It is beautiful.
We're going a little deeper to the quarterbacks here now on the Windsor side. I'm checking the sidelines for Quinn Fleeting. And I got a single digit out there at quarterback now, so John Nolan has come out of the game. Let's see if they've gone back to Fleeting to move this offense along. And a handoff goes up the middle. Carried on the play by Matthew Walthall, junior 5'11", 200-pounder. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gets just a slight gain on the play.
Looks like we've got sophomore quarterback Jedi Haynes in there now, Leo.
A 5'11", 164-pound sophomore. Haynes looks over the defense, and a thrill for him as well. And you get the third-string quarterback into the game for the almost the whole fourth quarter. It's that's a big thrill for you on opening night. Crowd sticking around here too, Lauren. Nobody's going home.
On a night like this, I mean, it's just beautiful. Impressive to watch the home team put on a show as they have tonight as well, yeah.
So the handoff goes inside to Doyle Scott. Scott goes off the left side. Goes between the left guard and the left tackle, and he gets about 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Windsor Warriors. It's a long 5.
3rd down and 3 coming up for the Warriors. Inside 7 minutes left.
6:40 left in the game right now. Windsor on top, 49-7. And again, Jedi Haynes running the show here for the offense. Not in any hurry to get the play off. Waiting for the back judge to put his arm up so they know they have 5 seconds left. And Haynes going to call his own number. Goes off the right side, breaks a tackle, and pushes his way forward for a 1st down. And, he's showing some poise as well, Lauren. You can tell this is a well-coached team here in Windsor. This is basically your 3rd-string offense. And they have the wherewithal to be told by the coach, don't start your cadence until you see the back judge's arm go up, and that means there's 5 seconds left in the play clock. And as soon as his arm goes up, they start making the signals. You can see they're standing now, not moving, waiting, and you get the back judge looking at his wristwatch, and the arm stays down until there's 5 seconds, I believe, remaining in the play clock. And now his arm goes up, team goes down. Very, very well-coached team. Jedi Haynes going to call his own number again, go off the left side, and a tackle made immediately by Christian Hildebrand. He comes right up from his outside linebacker spot to make the stop, and Haynes gets about a yard on the play.
And like you said, very well poised for a sophomore. It's impressive, but phenomenal performances out of all the young kids today. Between the freshmen, the sophomores. I mean, it's you wouldn't think these kids were where they were at their age. So.
Got an Isaiah Huff with a 24-yard touchdown run, the freshman. Now John Nolan back in the game, and he's going to call his own number and go up the middle, and he's going to get stacked up as soon as he gets to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there again by Christian Hildebrand, first one to reach the pile. Also got some help from Kevin Boy, a junior linebacker, and he's got another. He's going to have a good year as well, and certainly a good senior year as well.
7-2. This Bristol team's got potential. There's a bunch of young kids on both sides of the ball, and Bristol always has a competitive program.
So back into the game comes Haynes, and again waiting for the back judge to put his arm up. Now he begins to call his signals, and he takes the ball up the middle. He gets a little running room, breaks a tackle, gets down inside the 10-yard line, down all the way to about the 6. 1st down for Jedi Haynes and the Windsor Warriors. So it's going to be 1st and goal at the 6. There's 4 minutes remaining here in the game.
Great run by Haynes, no question about it. But credit the big men up front. They just put a push on the defensive line.
And Haynes again going to call his own number, goes up the middle, gets down inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Gain of about 2 on the play, maybe 3. Going to be 2nd down and goal.
That was Big Bob Jack was on the tackle on that.
This offense, Lauren, I like to see the coaching staff continue to run the plays that their starting offense runs and get these guys familiar with the offense. A high snap for
ball
Haynes.
on the ground.
The ball gets loose, and it looks like it's going to be covered up by Bristol Central. And the turnover at the 5-yard line out to the 6 is going to be 1st and 10 for Bristol Central.
Looked like a little bit of confusion on that play. Crossed up a little bit, but
I'm wondering if the snap was going to the running back. Running back looked like he was moving that direction.
It almost looked like it.
That's an famous old Bill Belichick play.
I think old Jedi Haynes wanted his first score of his high school career.
Can't say I blame him. So it's 1st and 10 for Bristol Central. Clock is running here with 3 minutes left in the game. And quarterback in the game is Jarrett Michaels for the Bristol Central Rams, and Michaels is a junior. Wishbone formation once again, I believe, behind Michaels, and immediately hit as soon as he gets the handoff is Conaway. And he's dropped for a loss of about 3, and again, just bleeding on the front line. Really quick movement from the left side there. That's Donner Pollard, who's a defensive end, 6'1", 110. I don't think that's right. Clock continues to run here with 2:22 left in the game. And we're getting ready to start thinking about our player of the game, Lauren. And we'll start thinking about that. We'll write our choices down, so we'll keep the fans waiting for that choice. And we'll see if in the next minute or so we can make your way down in the field with the wireless mic, and we'll get ready to talk to the person we pick for player of the game. Bristol Central with the ball on the right side of the field, runs out of bounds, but not much yardage there. Once again, this is a very strong Windsor defensive scheme because it doesn't matter the personnel, they're doing such a good job.
For all of our fans listening tonight and who've been watching the game, the player of the game selection should not be too difficult, Leo. I'm going to almost take a guess at who you're going to throw into the bowl.
I think you're absolutely right. We'll look over to our director and ask Brian as well and see what his thought is on player of the game. And I think anybody that is responsible for 5 touchdowns may be considered.
May get the nod this evening.
We got down to a minute left here, and we got to try an outside run here by Conaway, and he gets a little running room. He's down the left sidelines. He gets a little more room and out across the 40 to the 45-yard line before he's finally dragged down from behind by a linebacker, Kamari McCoy. So
great run by DeAndre Conway.
I think Lauren's going to start making his way down onto the field, and I guess we can probably let the folks know who it is. The player of the game, Lauren, I'll let you say is...
I think we're going to go with Quinn Fleeting tonight. 3 touchdowns through the air, 2 on the ground. Just captained this offense tonight. Impressive showing by the Windsor team.
Absolutely. You know, if Lauren makes his way down, we'll call the remainder of the 25 seconds left here in the game, and it's on the right side goes Conaway. Gets out to about the 49-yard line, and that should do it here for the game here at Jack O'Brien Stadium here on the campus of Windsor High School. And the clock does run out, and that will do it. So we're going to get ready now for Lauren to get down to the field, and it is the player of the game, an incredible showing by Quinn Fleeting, the starting quarterback for the Windsor Warriors, with 3 touchdowns in the air, 2 on the ground, and that's just an amazing game. So while we're waiting for Lauren to make his way down to the field, we'll take just a short break and be back in just a couple of minutes with Lauren's interview with Quinn Fleeting.
get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College in a dominating performance on both sides of the football for Mar Vista. They trailed 14-0 and came back.
Again, down 2-0, facing adversity, and they've really just turned the table around since game number 3. Set an attack, great block made back inside the Maverick zone.
And we'll be with Quinn Fleeting. And we'll be with Quinn Fleeting, player of their game, in just a moment.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College in a dominating performance on both sides of the football for Mar Vista. They trailed 14-0 and came back.
Again, down 2-0, facing adversity, and they've really just turned the table around since game number 3. Set an attack, great block made back inside the Maverick zone. A chance there by Bosback back inside the Maverick zone. Ball attacked there by Bosback. A second opportunity by Bosback. Lip violation call. It's over the neck call. Oh my goodness! Bosback reached over on the attack. A Maverick error wraps up the title for the Presentation Panthers. A 15-9 victory in game number 5, and they wrap it up coming back from 2-0 down match-wise and take it 3-2.
36-35 and driving, and oh baby! Shrigley with the jam, and it was with emphasis. And it's the foul, and listen to these fans.
Do you know who's standing up right behind us? Tony Bland, who is the head recruiter for San Diego State. I think he's drooling. Somebody get that man a napkin.
Quick score on this drive. There goes a handoff to Zeller, trying to go straight ahead, but he is met by Wall. Now he breaks out to the outside, gets across the 30, 35, on the right, 40, midfield. He's running down the sidelines. He's going to go all the way as he's at the 10, 5, touchdown. Patrick Zeller stood up at the line of scrimmage and broke out to his left to the far sidelines, and he was in a foot race, and he went all the way for the touchdown. Broke a tackle and made it nice and showed his speed as he got outside for the touchdown.
Back in the backfield to the left is Campbell. Hernandez takes a snap, play action to Campbell. Looks down the field. Now here comes the pressure. He's going to be hit. He breaks the tackle, rolls left. Now he's going to cut upfield. He's going to break another tackle, and then another tackle down the sideline. Gets a block inside the 5. What a touchdown! Hernandez goes 33 yards in spectacular fashion, breaking 4 tackles along the way, including 2 in the backfield, and Hilltop has tied this one up at 29.
Grant with a big, strong defensive rebound. He brings it back down the floor again, and another slam dunk. Jeremy Grant can run the point, and he can fly. Huge dunk, 2 big dunks in the last
Bullard
minute.
trying to close it out. Deep ball, up in the air, Cram. Bringing it back, Arbizo. Cram over in 3, free opportunity. Look for Rodabaugh, no, pass middle, Weimer! Ball game. 25-19. Foothill wins it 3-1.
Because this kid has definitely proven that he can make things happen here in this ballgame.
They will go with him. Bula Graft on a stretch run, just breaking tackles. The little man is in the clear to Tory territory. The 25, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Knights. What a run, the freshman, Bula Graft.
Ooh, I tell you what. There were at least 3 times on that run that he should have gone down or he should have been wrapped up. Missed tackles there cost La Jolla Country Day as Bula Graft, the freshman running back for Bishops, is able to take it in. And that was a determined run there, Andy.
So 1st and 10. Brandon Lewis in the shotgun. Has time to throw. And he'll fire, and he has a mad diving catch. Did he hold on to it? He did. What a catch from Kendall Keys. And that may be the KBC Sports Player of the Week.
What a catch he laid himself out there, and a great throw, as you said. Read it nicely, did Lewis, and really caught his receiver on the go, and just kind of put it out there right on the outstretch of his fingertips. He laid out, and he made a catch.
1-1.
You know when a pitcher is behind an account and throws his breaking ball, he's feeling it.
The pitch is going to be fisted to second base on a liner, and the ball is caught by McGrew, and Valley Christian wins the game on a Cameron Stewart no-hitter.
Wow, what a way to go out if you're Cameron Stewart. A no-no in the championship game. If there's scouts out there, they had to be impressed by this young kid's velocity, control, and breaking ball all worked well today. He had it going for this Valley Christian team.
What a gem. He's going to give it to Tyree on an exchange against the zone, do a little 3-man weave. This is Tyrell back with it. Tyrell's going to go lob backdoor. Tyree Robinson with a flush.
Now that was nice. Very nice design play.
Uwaba back there. Bogart takes a snap. He's going to run the play. He's going to throw. He's got a man open at the 10. It's underthrown. It's incomplete. No, or is it caught? It is a catch. Wow, juggling catch inside the 5-yard line. Moliga. Was that Moliga pulling that one in? It is Moliga. Boy, that ball was deflected by one of the Falcons, and then Moliga, he lands on the ground and pulls it in. What a catch.
3 men in the backfield, back to the wing. This time inside counter Telefaro. No, they're going to throw this one. He's got a man open. And what a catch! What a grab by tight end Joe Gigantino. He must have bobbled that ball 4 times in the air, and he was actually tipped by the defender and had the presence of mind to keep his concentration and make the grab. Unbelievable catch. And the ball at the 29-yard line of the Eagles, and you can see the defense, they're still bewildered. How did he come up with that grab?
Even with 2 defenders around him and 4 big. That's so unconventional for a guy to handle the ball so well. January with the one-hand jam.
He was not going to be denied there. Coming over was Milmo.
Oh, we're back here at Jack O'Brien Stadium at the Windsor High School campus. Final score tonight was the Windsor Warriors 49 and the Bristol Central Rams 7. And Lauren Falvo is down on the field with our player of the game, Quinn Fleeting. Take it away, Lauren.
Thank you, Leo. Lauren Falvo down here on the field with starting quarterback Quinn Flynn. Great game tonight, bud.
Thank you.
Thank you. 3 touchdowns through the air, 2 on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys? How was the game plan? How did you guys plan on approaching the game tonight?
Well, we came to approaching the game on working on perfection for this game and just executing on every play. Make sure we work on offense, make sure our line is pushing the guys off the line, and make sure our receivers catching the ball.
Was there any plan prior to the game? It seemed like the first quarter, maybe in the second quarter, you were in the pocket more than you were legging it out on the ground.
Yeah, we were running a lot, and our coach just decided we need to work on other passing plays. So
Great.
we just started passing the ball a little bit.
Impressive offense, impressive offense. With your dad, is it tougher with your dad as the head coach? A little bit tougher on you than the rest of the guys?
It was my first year in high school, but I caught on to it. I like it, though. I actually like it.
You got him in place now?
Yeah.
All right, all right. Any plans for next year?
Next year, not sure yet. I have an offer from CCSU, and Western Illinois is looking at me, and Temple called this morning.
All right, congratulations, bud. Excellent game, and stay with it. Best of luck to you in the future. Thank you. All right, back to you, Leo.
Well, that's going to wrap it up here from the Jack O'Brien Field at the campus of Windsor High School, where the Windsor Warriors defeated the Bristol Central Rams 49-7. We'd like to thank you for joining us here on PlayOnSports.com's coverage of Friday Night Football right here from Windsor, Connecticut. Be sure to check PlayOnSports.com for information and all the links to all our upcoming broadcasts. For our producer, Brian Byrne, our videographer is upstairs, is Phil Anderson. My partner is Lauren Falvo. I'm Leo Bowler saying so long, and we hope that you'll join us next Friday night on your destination for high school sports and Friday night football, PlayOnSports.com.